Thank you for joining us for another episode of Broadfield Live. You will see I am being joined on the show today with Cameron from BirdDog. Hey, Cameron, how are you?
Doing well. Glad to be in studio.
We are glad to have you in studio. We usually reserve these conversations for the next local trade show, but to have you in studio here to show off the brand new BirdDog cameras. It's starting to warm up outside, so I really think it's a great opportunity to talk about the new outdoor camera, the O4. We will, of course, touch on the XL Ultra and the rest of the PTZ product line. But I do want to focus on the O4 because when I was first introduced to the brand new outdoor camera, it immediately became apparent to me that this is not just the next version of the A200 or A300. It's not even comparable to the other outdoor cameras on the market. There are a lot of unique features that make this BirdDog O4 super exciting. So Cameron, thank you for talking to us about it. Let's introduce the real star of today's show.
Let's do it.
The O4.
Yeah, so O4 is our brand new outdoor camera. It is kind of a beast in every possible way, starting with the fact that it is IP66 rated. So that is negative 40 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius. Those of us who prefer to think in Fahrenheit, that's negative 40 Fahrenheit to 140 Fahrenheit. We were doing some research earlier. The hottest temperature ever recorded on Earth is 134, so you're covered anywhere on the planet.
That's great. So in other words, it's like March in New York. You'll be fine in any temperature
Absolutely.
along the way. And these cameras are shipping now. MSRP is just $64.95. Now, when I say they're shipping, the one thing our dealers have to know is that they're going back out as quickly as they're coming in.
Absolutely. It's hard to keep them on the shelves.
So if you are working on an outdoor sales opportunity, a next project or bid, make sure you loop in your Broadfield salesperson now. Let us communicate directly with BirdDog, and let's all work together that we can meet your production deadlines for your next project with Outdoor PTZ. So the O4 checks off a lot of boxes on the shopping list. We have a great price. We got 4K P60, right?
Yes, we do.
Tell us about some of the other great features.
Yeah, so not only do we have 4K 60, we also have a great zoom on this camera. That's going to be 30x optical. Wow. If we go down to HD, we're actually going to get that up to 60x with a center crop. We did a demo of that back in, I believe, January here, and it was a sight to behold. We, like we mentioned, have that IP66 rating. We also have a IR laser for focusing and zooming in a low light environment, and then AI tracking and a really thought out outdoor build.
Absolutely. And we're going to talk a lot more about that outdoor build because there are some unique things that make this the perfect camera for real world applications, whether it's an arena, a sporting event, anything of all these different sizes, right?
Absolutely. So for example, like sports and events, we have that long zoom. We also are putting in a digital stabilizer for this. So when you are in that full 60x zoom, you are getting a much more stable image at a distance where any little breath could make that camera shake. So really keeping that image nice and steady. And then also things like SFP fiber, you can run this way past that 100 meter limit that Cat 6 gives you. You now can run fiber directly to the camera as well.
And that digital stabilizer is going to be great in a lot of different venues. When they start playing Enter Sandman and the stadium starts rocking, the camera will still be able to be ready to deliver a great image. And again, we talked about the weatherproof and the IP ratings.
Yes.
This really enables it to be used in some of the harshest environments, right?
Absolutely. So a few other things that really make this great for the outdoors is that front lens is covered with hydrophobic optics. So those are, I believe, aerospace level hydrophobic optics. So water is just going to fly right off this. If you're familiar with one of our older cameras, the A200, that had a wiper, this I think is a lot smoother of a process and really keeps that image undisturbed while you're shooting. We also have a built-in heater that's going to prevent any fogging or icing on the lens. So when you are in those extreme conditions, you don't have to worry about the mechanics inside.
And I think that is one of the things that our integrators will notice is that there is no wiper
Yes.
on the front of the camera. With that hydrophobic coating, you get basically like a Rain-X type of application applied to that, and that can be reapplied in the future if you need to refresh that as well.
Yes, you can.
So it's a great way of getting a constant signal in those outdoor environments. And that's not the only thing that's built for the outdoor use. It has every connection available and some great ways to get those connections to the cameras, right?
Absolutely. So one of the things with an outdoor camera is we didn't want to put the ports on the back like you traditionally would with a PTZ. They are actually underneath and directly in the center of the camera, so we can really seal those off and keep them protected. You're going to have ports back there for 12G SDI, so we're getting that full 4K 60 in an SDI workflow. We're getting 3.5 millimeter jacks for audio, so you can bring audio and embed that on your feed. And then things like SRT, RTMP, and RTSP as other streaming protocols, as well as NDI, high bandwidth, and HX. We're not just limited to one or the other.
And not only are those connections nested into the center bottom of the camera itself, but you have some smart cabling and routing to get the cables there, right?
Yes, we do. So we have those seals on the back. They look just like these little rubber plugs. You just put your cable directly in one of these. Then you can seal it with the little metal latch on top, and you are good. There is no water getting into that cable unit at any point.
That's great. Again, truly designed for outdoor use, designed for these harsh environments. If you're installing it there, you can set it up, get the install done, and know that you're going to have reliable operation for years with the O4. And I know that's one of the big reasons why this camera is going to be insanely popular and is already insanely popular. But there's a lot of great reasons for that argument of why the O4 wins.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we said, it is really built for the outdoor world. It's not, we're not putting one of our other PTZs in a outdoor housing. It is built from the ground up to work in those environments. It's still a broadcast quality camera, so you're not sacrificing image in those extreme environments. And we're really taking care of you in terms of all the ports and different protocols you can use out of it.
And it has a great price. Again, at just $64.95 for a camera built for this quality, for these kind of uses. We see them being installed through stadiums across the country. Again, they are shipping out as quickly as they're being built. Work with your Broadfield sales team. Give us a call. Let us know the projects and bids that you are working on. One of the exciting things to point out is that in addition to the camera itself being available, BirdDog has extended their bundles with this camera and their brand new flagship XL Ultra. So we do have BirdDog bundle solutions available. We have some great deals available on all these cameras. So Cameron, I pulled up the slide a little bit prematurely, but let's talk about the brand new flagship camera, the XL Ultra.
I'm happy to. So XL Ultra, which is, as you can see, properly named, is our new top-of-the-line model. It sits right at the peak of the X series cameras. It has a 4/3 sensor in its main lens, which is, out of all traditional PTZ cameras, the largest of any. It also has a secondary camera in the base with a 1/1.8-inch sensor, which helps in tracking. It also helps in doing multi-camera productions. We have every port imaginable from 12G SDI to 3G SDIs, XLR, SFP+. We have optical low-pass filters, built-in ND. It really hits every single checkbox for a production-level camera.
And it does that at just $69.95 MSRP. A great value for a broadcast level camera. If you're doing broadcast staged events, live events, venues, the XL Ultra is a great way to go. With a 20x optical zoom, 40x in HD, you really get some great quality here out of this flagship camera. Here are some of those test specs. You pointed out a lot of these already. Again, I think the most notable is that image sensor that you're putting in these, right?
Yeah, we really are kind of focusing on that image sensor. It's going to give you not only great low light performance, but also a really cinematic look with a nice shallow depth of field, really bring that production quality to the next level.
Absolutely. And again, some great combos are available with the XL Ultra, with the O4 outdoor cameras. BirdDog has been one of the most successful in offering bundles and combos with any of the cameras from the PTZ product line. So you can work with your Broadfield sales rep to put together the best. And they have a mix and match bundle still available as well. So if you are working on different installations that might require a broadcast level camera like the SL Ultra, but then you want some smaller surround PTZs in that same venue, we can help you put together some competitive quotes taking advantage of their mix and match bundle promotions. And that brings us to the rest of the BirdDog PTZ product line. The SL Ultra comes in as the flagship.
Yes.
It took us a little while to get here, but now you really have a PTZ camera for every level of the market that our integrators would be working in.
Yeah, we have things from that introductory level, those AV spaces, that intermediate production, those really advanced top level broadcasts, outdoor as well. Really anything you'd want to put a PTZ or a box camera in, we have something for it.
Absolutely. Whether you're talking about these broadcast level staging events, news production, sports production, house of worship, corporate AV, there is a right model everywhere along the way. Reach out to your Broadfield sales rep. We can help you find the right model, the right bundle to hit any of your future projects. So now, Cameron, while I have you here, I also want to take a moment to talk about one of the other exciting new products that you guys introduced at the ISE show,
Yes.
And that is the Play Pro.
Very, very excited about this new converter. I think for people who are familiar with our Play unit, this improves in quite a lot of features. So
Absolutely. The BirdDog Play is in stock and available now at Broadfield. The Play Pro will be shipping sometime next month. We can work with you and make sure that we get your orders in and take advantage of all of those. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Play Pro itself and some of those unique features?
Yeah, so one of the big things is we've implemented 4K 60 across both NDI high bandwidth and HX3 in this unit, which is a really nice thing for us. We also brought the latency of BirdDog Play down. So BirdDog Play itself added about 1 to 2 frames of latency on the decode side. Play Pro eliminates those extra frames, so it is now the traditional 1 to 2 frames expected when decoding NDI. We also have really built this for those super long duration projects, things that are permanent installations, multicast specifically. So if we're sending a single feed to tens or hundreds of Play Pro units, these are going to handle fine. And then finally, the other feature I want to talk about, you can see those 2 USB ports on the unit. Those are for keyboard and mouse because this product is KVM enabled. So you have full mouse and keyboard control remotely through Play Pro.
That's great. It really is a professional version, giving you all those additional new features. Still coming in at a great price. Again, these are expected to ship next month. Work with your Broadfield sales rep. Let's make sure we get these set up. And let's start talking about some of the unique applications and projects that these would fit into. Cameron, thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely.
It's always great having you in studio. It's even more fun when we have exciting new products to talk about. The BirdDog product line from start to finish really covers every segment of the marketplace today. If you need any more information on any of their cameras or want to talk to your Broadfield sales team to figure out which ones would fit best into your next project or build, give us a call at 800-634-5178 and be sure to tune in every Thursday for Broadfield Live at 1 p.m. Eastern. Thank you again, Cameron.
Always a pleasure.